Welcome to character creation. Start by picking a difficulty for your playthrough. Difficulty will be changed during play. Alright. Ooh. Narrative. Easy. Oh, okay. Player rerolls 2. Combat heal. No endurance. Cannot die. Ignore food. No trash mobs. You sleep. Okay. Take care, Zelia. Thanks for hanging out. What is permission to quack? Yes, because that is Camo's tier 3 sound command. That's why. Hi, Rolled. Hello, hello. I'll take easy mode. I think so. We get a reroll, but false, false, false on everything else. Okay. Select. Select a class for your character. Classes define a character's role in the party by adding certain exclusive abilities. Okay, everything is locked except for Thief or Veteran. This is a demo, so not full game. Right? Classes, backgrounds, feats, and spells are not fully implemented, must be considered placeholders for the final game. Rogue, Agility, Feats, Evasion, backs up, Pierce, Armor, Warrior, Strength. We'll go with Veteran. Background for your character, backgrounds and points and skills, influence. Okay, yeah. We can be a mercenary. Crafting and survival each +1. We grew up in mercenary camps. You will quack whenever you want to. Nope. You will not. This responds to your primary attributes and skills. These go a long way towards defining your character mechanically. Ooh, strength. Bing, bing. Maybe what is presence? Character's ability to read and react to the surrounding and okay. Presence is perception, I guess. 1 and then 2 in fortitude. We're not very smart, we're not super agile. That checks out. Ooh, okay, athletics. Use to jump, climb, swim, or sprint. Awareness. Notice small things and hidden things. Crafting, when creating items at crafting stations. Diplomacy, use to lie, bargain, or sway others in negotiations. It influences prices at merchants. Ooh. I'm gonna grab one of those already. Healing is used in camp to increase the rate of wound recovery for wounded characters. It also influences the amount of vitality regained from healing potions and used in dialogue tests when dealing with medical issues and such. A general knowledge skill, stealth. Stealth. Survival is used for forage for food, navigate difficult overland terrain, and determine a character's general knowledge of nature. Theory, pick locks and pockets. Ooh, pick locks is always good. Let's do awareness a little bit. And healing and lore. There we go. We're just not very stealthy, but that checks out. That checks out. Dump everything except for charisma. There actually is no charisma, as you can see. I guess maybe... I guess presence kind of is perception and charisma rolled into one. You have diplomacy as well, which is like negotiating. Alright, continue. Ooh, edit art appearance. Ooh, alright. I don't think right now... Oh, wait, portraits. There are different portraits. Ah, okay, cool. Oh, the portraits are Oh. The portraits are not connected to what gender you choose. Nice. I like that. Oh, I can modify my tiny little portrait. Got it. That's the only thing I can do. I can modify this, but I can't modify that any further. Okay. I guess we'll just go with that. That checks out. Main color. Oh wow, we can be like super bright. I might actually go with that. Or something bright because it makes us easily visible. Secondary color. Ooh. We can just wear a onesie. Tertiary color. Oh my god, can I? Oh, tertiary color doesn't seem to change anything. I'll pick 11. Anyway, so it just looks like we're running around a giant, in a giant onesie. Twitter's doing things again. Loading for you. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. That is annoying. Sorry. Type a name and press continue. Names are between 3 and 10 characters long. It may only contain standard English letters. This is me. Just got welcome to chat as well. Bummer. Bummer. The Zephyr. Ooh. I do love the art. Though I think, this is probably going to be like one of my first feedback things that I'm going to tell the devs when I'm done with this stream. The pixel font is cute, cool. But the pixel font needs a non-pixel font option. This is the same conversation that we've had yesterday as well. Because it's the same pixel art font again. They also use this pixel art font in, say, for example, Loop Hero and other things. And it is rather hard to read a little bit. Yes, it looks cool, but accessibility options are great. Also, once again, just quickly, there's a link in chat if you want to check out the game. And if you want to check out the demo, because I'm playing the publicly available demo, so you can play this yourself as well. And play, for example, a different class if you want to check it out and see. That is one I can't play, Daisuke-kun, unfortunately. That one gets me. That one gets me. I'll just not just a regular dyslexic friendly font would be great, just in general. But yeah. That's an access. I mean, it does look cool, and some people don't mind it, but it would be good to have just a font that's legible. Yeah. On the wine dark, raging seas of the outer isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the cursed island of Idra. All right, Zeliat, see you later. Updated journal, wickle up. Okay, quest started. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Rise well rested and ready to go. Get up, mouth dry and head pounding. Rouse yourself from deep meditation. Well, same, Kellerman. Hey, Classical Bluetooth. Yeah, I wish I could play it, but the planet view just gets me, unfortunately. I feel like our character would be in deep meditation. Rouse yourself from deep meditation. You get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on deck. Something isn't right. You should make your way up top and get a bearing on the situation. Be on your way. Ooh, can I walk? Ooh, I can. Oh, look at us. Oh, something just... Oh, locked. Oh. To your surprise, you realize that this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could snip the lock with a thin blade. Also, more stuff is striking the hull. I love the little movement. We're just hopping around. It's super cute. Oh, wait, there's shinies. Yeah, you're right. There is shinies. Also, time is progressing. I see a chest. A dagger. Loot. No. I want to... If you haven't already done so, you must equip your dagger. Press E to manage your equipment. Ah, E. Equip. What's this? A pile of gold. Okay. Exit. Use the dagger. You slip the dagger through a gap in the door and lift the bar that was locking you in. The door begins to creak open. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the decks above. You should make haste. I see a chest. I will loot the chest and I will open it. Equip. Equip and equip. Probably better than a dagger. Is the kitty asleep? I don't have a cat anymore. I spotted something. What did I spot? Yeah, if you're talking about Panda, Panda passed away in October. Or if you're talking about Odin, which is our neighbor's cat, he is currently not here today. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment the thought hits you, a hiss sounds from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly links forwards. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leaves no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common ship rat has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abomination lunges at you. Attack. Death or glory! New quest, kill 10 rats. Yup. Rightly so. Perform attack. Okay, I feel like you need to read that. I'm gonna move that up there. Thanks, Chili. I appreciate it. This is cute. Yeah, no, I dig the art style. I totally dig the art style and everything. The only thing is the font, really. Unless there is, because I don't think I can change the font. Yeah. What's dot dot dot? Dot is not clickable. It was just posting the link because it's on a timer too. But yeah. All right. So perform an attack, cast a spell, use a feat, select a new target, pass turn and defend. Open the inventory, hold action until end of turn. View the combat log, repeat last action. Alright. And disable screen check too, yeah. Yeah. That too. Right, miss. Bloodied. Ow! I think I've just gotten bitten by a rabbit rat. So I think I'm going to get rabies. Loot the corpses of your enemies. I guess I'm taking rat tails with me. I don't know. It is 60 FPS, so you know that might just be they might still like ooh, potatoes. Chatty potatoes, onions, and leeks. That might still, you know, they might only be going for the aesthetic rather than, you know, making it extra hard on the player. It's good that the only main part is shaking. Yeah, yeah, it's still good. You know, options are still good though. I spotted something. Just for turning off stuff. A barrel, steel fin, rat man, or perkling. Picked up more fishies. All right. Hi, Code Dependent. Hi. No, this is an indie game. This is Skald against the Black Priory. We are playing this for a sponsored segment. This is the demo. But it is indeed an old style RPG. Like, it's styled like an old style RPG, but it's a modern game. And hi, Code Dependent. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. You emerge to the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. FG, there you are at last, growls a rough voice. Who's there? Freeze and listen carefully. Who's there? Show yourself. It's Roland. Where the tides have you been? Below decks, planning your landing. Why? The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. If you turn back, we lose our shot at the girl. Did they say why? Only superstitious bilge. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to show them some very real steel. I knew I'd regret chartering a gilder ship. I'd regret not stopping our boys from murdering them if you don't get to the damn deck. Agreed. They deserve disciplining, not death. Listen, I've been doing this since you were at the tea. Let's just get on with it. Let's go. For all the good it'll do. Wait, there's a few sails up ahead. Rattled has a pair of rabbits. Is there a way past them? There are 2 doors ahead. Take the left and we should be able to sneak past them without any trouble. Anything else I should know? Let's get off this bloody boat first. You unroll and begin making your way towards the commotion on deck. Press Q or press the character's portrait to swap the party leader. Okay. Okay, it's at the door on the left, right? Barrel. Salt and lemons. I like me some salt and lemon. Ooh, can I use this? No, apparently I cannot. Thieves' tools. Ooh, convenient. Probably need that to open the door. Press control to enter stealth mode. Stick to the shadows and be sure to reach cover before your stealth reaches 0. If the stealth indicator is green, you're in cover. I see. Oh, did I just uncrouch? Yeah, apparently I'm not very sneaky. I guess because I'm not a rogue. The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. Dead Empress, it's coming for us, it whispers to me. One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. Diplomacy versus 10. Calm yourselves. You're guild sailors. With a golden debt smile upon you. I must roll 8 or above on 2d6s. Oh, 3 plus 2d6 to succeed in the... Okay, roll the dice. I did. 13 beats 10. The men stopped dead in their tracks, seemingly shocked back from their momentary lapse of sanity by your words. The pair blinks towards you in a moment of indecision. And they stumble up to the main deck and the tumult that seems to be taking place there. There's a little bit of grammar issues there. 50 XP! I did it! Dodged it. Mechanic is like D&D. Well, it's not necessarily like D&D, but it's not a roguelite as in that they move when you move, right? Like this. But combat is turn-based, and then skill checks, you have a base value and then you roll the die. Oh, I picked up a lantern. Nice. A flimsy wooden door. Theory 2 versus difficulty 10. Athletics 3 versus difficulty... Okay. Force. 1 damage. I unlocked it. Oh god! Are you dead? Oh god! You recognize the corpse of one of the crewmates. A young man of barely 16 years called Solemn. The youth has been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. Ugh! Well, that's just not nice now, is it? Another dagger. Okay, nothing in there. Tonic of Vitality. Oh, that sounds like HP potions. Like health potions. And a desk. Gold, brandy, and surgeon's journal. A journal was kept by the ship's surgeon. Whoa. Written on the day of departure for the mainland. Left Adler's Helm today with a full complement of passengers. Mercenaries by the looks of it. Paid well. Ship was dispatched by guild before we could fully restock medical supplies. Hopefully we won't need them. Then again, our passengers make me uneasy. Written 5 days ago. Brawl and mess. Had to set nose. Men seem on edge. Can't say I blame them. Have been sleeping poorly and dreams are unsound. 4 days ago. Egan came to me today with a bite wound that he's just sustained while working in the hold. Didn't see the creature, and I would say it was a rat's bite if it weren't for the size. What resolution am I playing at? 1080p. So full screen. Why? Roll it. Yeah. I mean, I only have a 1080p monitor, so full screen 1080p. For the size of some aspect of the indentation that I find hard to explain properly. 2 days ago. Was visited today by the navigator Aslam. He asked for a white fern, a sedative. claimed he had trouble sleeping, suspected he was not fully forthcoming and when pushed. He mumbled something about the stars being odd. Not sure what he meant. He left before I could push him any further. Written today. Men are about to break. We cannot maintain our course for Idra. Or Idra. I don't know. Could be either. Up to our discretion, I think. Captain advised me today to make ready the surgery and to expect casualties. I suspect he intends to inform our passengers that he refuses to land on the island. If this is my last, the entry trails off. I mean, this is a modern indie game, so it looks old, but yeah. No. It looks old, but it's not. Doesn't run like an old game at all. Shoddy wooden chest. Force it. Failure. Result of 9 does not beat 10. Force again. Dang it! Pick it. Well, guess I'm not opening that. Yeah, try again. Nope. Oh my god. Okay, I opened it. I feel like I shouldn't be able to open it that much. Unlocked. I think I also took a lot of damage. Ooh, I found a buckler though. Yeah, I also took a lot of damage. Really shouldn't have done that. Ooh, what's this? Long sword versus short sword. But then the short sword, I can probably equip the buckler. I assume if I equip this. Oh no, I can. Never mind. Crime! Yes! Woohoo! Hi, Silver Cats. Hello, hello. Okay, it does add a vitality. Can I eat raw fish? Does the same thing. Okay. Brandy, onions. Don't mind me. Just eating raw leeks and onions and fish. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing, right? That's totally fine. Raw fish. I mean, raw fish is okay, you know, sushi and whatnot. But I definitely also just ate, where's the way up? Oh, here. Definitely also just ate like 5 leeks, 3 onions, and like 4 raw fish. I think I would be pretty full IRL. How are you doing today, Silver Cats? I hope you're having a good day so far. You emerge to the deck and see 2 groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Mutiny, oh boy. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenary you hired, a cool thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. I still want to know, actually, sorry, what does this do? Classic console true. What does that do? Doesn't seem to change anything. Good morning, Kips. Hello, hello. How are you? Address the mercenary leader because they seem to be stronger than the captain. Oh no, Finnan. Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds not good. The mercenary leader Estavo fixes his dark eyes to you, but he keeps his blade fixed on the desperate captain. There's a reason he's known as Fireblood to his men. Estavo, you'll get your money, but let me handle this. A cruel smile twitches into life on Estavo's wind-weathered face. There's only one rich noble girl, but we can always find more sailors. The ship's captain bristles out these words. Captain, why have we not dropped anchor? It does look a little bit like it's a portrait, doesn't it? Yeah. Ah, that's annoying, Finnan. Something dire stalks these shores. We cannot approach without risking the ire of that horror. A jittery mutter of agreement rises from the sailors, causing Estavo's eyes to darken even further. What horror! What have you seen? Naught but glimpses. My men have seen the shadow of something deep in the water stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse. Foolish superstition. Sorry, had to permit. Estavo, do as you wish. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse. There is desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. We're out of time, sailors in. You speak sense. Perhaps better to turn around. We're out of time. Sailors in. What did Automod grab you for? I don't know. It didn't record it. I think bugged. I assume it was bugged. Estavo turns a steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, Sea Dog. We contracted you to rescue the girl, but if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command. You leave us no choice. Attack. I defer to your judgment. Diplomacy. I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. Roll my dice. Success. A few of the ship's crew will lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flit between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping sails. So be it. May the deep have mercy. You gain 100 XP. Oh boy! I think we have a problem, chats. Suddenly, huge, monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. It's Mr. Wibble, yeah. Hi, Cyrillac. Hello, Laura. You gave up your truck last month. Found chunks of piston and oil in the oil pan. Transmission was a chunky... Ooh. Ooh, that's rough. Wibbles has come. Yep, Mr. Wibble has come. Suddenly, huge, monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second, before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inwards and smash into the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck. 456,000 miles on it? Holy crap! How old was that truck? Also, holy, that's a lot. Jeez. That's a lot. Yeah, wow. Got your money's worth out of that one, I think. 2003, 20 years. Dang. That's driving a lot of miles per year as well. Jeez. Yeah, okay, that was a car that was worth it. Yeah, holy moly. Some tentacles pierce straight through the deck. Others snap the masts like they were matchsticks. Northern Tech Hermit, thank you! Northern Tech Hermit, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Cyrillac. That's really, really, really kind of you. Thank you! Thank you for the support. That's a lot, yeah. I don't think that would be illegal to do in Germany. You can't see sub or redeems. Refresh there on them. It started working for me after a refresh. Thank you so much, Northern Tech Hermit. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You stand frozen in place. Thanks for the gifted sub. That's really kind of you. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle, but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Go to his aid. Well, yeah, I know it's legal, but like the inspection and the repair cost to to keep it street legal in Germany would have probably already not been worth it about 500,000 kilometers ago. That's what I mean. Like, I don't think you could finance... It would not be worth it to finance that in Germany. You dash towards the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men beseeching you for help. Roland hangs on by one arm from the side of the ship. Try to grab him. You lunge for his arm, but he loses his grip, and your fingers close, earning around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly downwards. You watch as he's swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandon ship! As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood, giving into flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The currents beseech you to go deeper. Ever deeper. Peaceful blackness. ... Sink. Oh boy. Oh, that's such good pixel art though. Really? Passed your inspections 3 months ago. Dang. 2 weeks earlier. Updated journal. Oh, we went like back in time. Oh, ooh, that's our end apparently. You drive to have a Skoda to about 550,000. Dang. That's lucky, Kazad. That's lucky. Alright. It didn't show that I died. No. Okay, we've lost everything that we've grabbed. Great. A guardsman dressed in the livery of their noble house of Baron. The guards scowl somewhat at you. Armsmaster Lyra awaits you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you've not already done so. Is this the main entrance? Come here, whelp. An aging, armored man in the livery of House Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peer out from a craggy face. From a craggy face, fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. You have 2 weeks to learn how to breathe water. Yep, that sounds about right. Return his challenging stare. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward, and leans towards you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have ya? Though his voice is full of gravel, there's now a glint in his eyes, as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Gideon, you old fool. Stand aside, old man. I've business with your lord. Gideon, you old fool. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Gideon may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. It's good to see some things haven't changed. Gideon steps back and allows you to breathe again, before grabbing you by the shoulders. We heard of your father's passing. Truly, he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? A glorious battle, drunk and reeking of his own pee. Let's not dwell on old wounds. Drunk and reeking. That sounds... we're writing our own backstory here, right now. Which I really like. Like, there's a lot of choices in this. It's great. I really dig it so far. Including like the pixel art and everything. Only thing really right now would be cool to have a non-pixelated font. That's the one thing. Like, just give me an alternate font. Because this is getting tiresome to read already. And it's been like half an hour-ish, a little bit more. The man's eyelid droop, near fully closed. It was a cruel fate that befell your father, and yours crueler still. For what it's worth, I'll bear memory of him as the good, honest man he was before. Gideon is quiet for a moment, then offers a sad smile. We'll raise a cup to his name together, you and I, as soon as you're done with the master. Gideon, why am I here? Master Kato will chew your ear plenty when you see him, FG. Lyra, the new master at arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you, and don't ask her not to. If you think I had a temper... The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. Diplomacy versus 15. What are you hiding from me, old bear? Roll. Oh, I literally can't win this. Because, yeah, I literally can't win this. I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best you see him yourself. The man offers a smile, but it fails to iron out the concerned creases around his eyes. Very well, I'll go look for them. Yeah. I noticed that, and I clicked the button and it was like, wait a minute, that math does not check out there. If you want to explore, for old time's sake, take this lantern. Lord Baron will wait, and we don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. Wait, I got lost in the hedge maze? Lost in the hedge maze? The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Activate or deactivate lanterns by pressing T. Whatever may come to pass, it did this old warrior a barrel of good to see you again, girl. The old man slaps you on the shoulder in parting, almost knocking you off balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorially. Madame knees are acting up again. Can't hardly sleep on account of the aches. Let me tell you, I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. Oh no. If you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man. Killian shifts as if to emphasize his stiff knees. But first, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her first and I'll be here for later. I see. Can you pet the dog? Or is it a kitty? You pet the dog! You pet the dog. You pet the dog. You pet the... Sorry, you can pet the dog. You can apparently pet the dog. And they do actually move when you move too. It wasn't like super obvious, but yeah. Okay, so it is... you move and enemies move. Every time you move one step, they move too. So it's almost... roguelike-ish. Except that it's not really a roguelike because it's a... Well, it's a roguelike RPG, I suppose you could say. Because you start from scratch and whatnot. But obviously there's only so many branching stories and it's not like an open thing. Yeah. Best game ever! Can pet the dog! There are also potatoes. Not sure about cults, but we've already found potatoes. So that's good. A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she's the new master-at-arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings, FG. Master Cato welcomes you back to the House Baron. The master is eager to meet with you and he'll be ready in a short while. In the meantime, he suggests you visit the kitchen for some food and then perhaps walk the grounds and gardens. The grounds? Why? This was your home for many years, despite the circumstances you left it. Perhaps the master feels it would do you good to revisit some old memories? Lyra's eyes narrow in a barely perceptible frown. Or some old ghosts. Perhaps it would. Excellent, though I'm sure you still know your way around the grounds. The kitchen is in the building to the east, and the garden hedge maze is to the west. Come back and check in with me once you've stretched your legs. Alright, explore the grounds. Oh, can't go that way. Only this way, apparently. You find the kitchen in the eastern end of the courtyard. Okay. Oh. You remember there's a poor idea to enter the maze without a lantern. I have a lantern already, thank you very much. Doggo! I assume we go here. So you can also click and then it'll just drag you forwards. You'll find the kitchen. Yep, I'm trying to get there. There we go. I was trying to get in here. Thank you. You were blocking my way! You enter the kitchen, a pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It is also much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven. When they click the finger wiggles, it does. Of course, old Magda is no longer where she used to be, sitting by the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shank of lamb. Boop. It does. It goes boop. Boop. We remember the matronly woman as she sat, humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here, will you? Magda was always a beacon of kindness in her childhood, where such qualities were few and far between. Go to her. But she's not there, so this is a memory, I suppose. Can I boop the otter? Yes, I can. Give me a second. I'm just gonna read through this text first, because if I click, the text is gonna move. I think. Oh, no, actually, no, it's not. Well, not really, because I'm not in front of it, but I can go like boop, boop, boop. Or like boop, boop, boop. Oh my god. Can somebody please punch in Caracas? That's painful. Painful! I tried calling the tinnitus helpline, but it just keeps ringing. Thank you. What a silly butts. Oh god. A wet willy? Yeah, can somebody permit Roller, please? Thank you. It does. It did look like it. Yeah, because it's like the ear. Wait for it. Wait. Sorry. What? I would never. Punching me? Well, I didn't do anything. I didn't come up with that pun. Rude. Magda clasps you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As daughter to the master at arms for the great house baron, you did not go wanting, materially at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again, down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child. Sleeping now. But it would be best if you got him to bed before his men see him like this. Again. So, because I chose that our father died as a drunkard, this is affecting already what the ghosts are telling me. Like, if I had selected he died next to me gloriously in battle, I don't think our father's stories would be like this. Which is really, really cool. So that would lead to a completely different story, I think. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. I'll go get him. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, after deep wounds take a long while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. The son of a man, clearing his throat, snaps you back out of your reminiscing. May I help you, my lady? The man in the chef's outfit offers in a hoarse voice. Yes, I need brandy, please. Where's the chef? Are you the chef? You look special. The chef offers a short bow and a tired but sincere smile. I'm Chef Armand, and my humble kitchen is at your disposal, my lady. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago. My oven must be fired up again. Must be famished. Fire looks pretty roaring to me, but I guess maybe that's not the cooking oven. Maybe that's just a fireplace, but that looks pretty strong to me. I am famished, though, indeed. My suggestion is thusly. Whilst I stoke the fire, you run down in the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melted cheese sandwich. You shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. Very well. Splendid. The pantry is west of the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northernmost room. Really? My first quest is a fetch quest for cheese and ham? To make a cheese and ham toasty? Return when you have the cured ham and cheddar. I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. Gideon has asked me to fetch him a bottle of brandy. Ha! The old wretch is too cowardly to come himself, so he sends you instead? The brandy will be the end of him, I say. Then again, who am I to deny the old fool his few pleasures? You'll find a crate of fine Goremian brandy in the northeast corner of the wine cellar. The wine cellar? One is back and forth tending a fire. Alright, where's the cellar again? Use the hatch in the floor over there. Armand points towards a wooden hatch by the wall. It's quite dark down there, but there should be a lantern and a chest near the stairs. Good luck. That's the hatch. Oh boy. How do I have a feeling there's going to be something nefarious down here? I picked up a lantern. Okay. I dig this so far, though. It's really, really cool. Trying to hold yourself in a blanket. I dig the mood so far. Like, it seems serious, but there's also like some jokes in it, and I really dig the art style for sure. The only thing is literally just this. Like, it would be totally a 10 out of 10 recommend for me for the, even not for the font. The font makes it a bit hard, so yeah. Would be good if you could switch that. But that might be something that they're doing for a full game. Hi, Orbital. Me too. Me too. I'll definitely put that as my suggestion in, though, when I... yeah, that's definitely my suggestion so far. I mean, to be fair, if this is my only complaint, right? That's okay. And then obviously also a slider for screen shake. Empty bottles littered the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff and their wine tasting sessions. No doubt, much revelry has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way. You can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. Ghosts? Oh. Oh my god, if you hit tab, it takes you to a fake console. I just accidentally pressed tab. Oh my god, this is amazing. I see. Oh, this is their fake console in game. This is what they meant when you... So if you go here, and I think this is it. Classic console true. So if I turn that off and then hit tab, oh, it just does it in black. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, absolutely, Skeletor. It's definitely inspired graphics-wise by those games, but it is a modern indie game, and so far it's really good. Oh yeah, look at that. Now I'll light up the area, and now it said go north, but as in every proper RPG, you gotta go the wrong way first, just to see if there's anything anywhere. That's just how you do it. It's old dolls and new dolls. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, cured ham. Mmm. All right. That's where that is. Oh, so much cheese. Can I just pick up all of the cheddar cheese? How much cheese can I pick up? All right, all the cheese. Okay, I've picked up all the cheese, chat. Because right now my quest is to find wine, but also cured ham and cheddar cheese for a cheese toasty, actually. How much cheese can I pick up? Yes, correct. Oh. You're gripped by your long-hidden memory upon entering this part of the cellar. You sealed it away, but in so doing, preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. You can still recall smelling him before you could make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door! Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from the inside. Where is she? Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her wandering the forest outside the estate. Mistress Valeria. Help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand. She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night, but how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. You helped lead the now sobbing man out of the cellar. Stop it, father. Lord Kato trusted me, and I failed him, but Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mind broken and that spawn of a child. Your father's voice seethed with fury. Enough! Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about honor? As much as your harlot mother. Your father steps away from you, unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Turn and run. We're gonna hit him. Because he seems that type of drunk that it would, you know, snap him back into being a bit more awake in there, maybe. You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory, your knuckles white. You're alone in the damp cellar and you don't particularly feel like dwelling there. Leave. Well, our father was great. Clearly. Alright, I got the brandy. Not. Alright, cool. If I click here, it will move me there. Nice. I dig it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Go up the stairs. Game saved. Alright, I've got it. I have the ham and cheese. Perfect. First of all, here's some bread. Now, the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. No, go give it a try and bring me the result. The reading is getting hard. I shall see if you have it in you. I guess this is the cauldron. And, oh, okay. It just adds all of it. Cheese sandwich. Craft. This is not a valid recipe. Oh, no more bread. It even has the little drippy, melty. Oh, I'm so hungry, chat. Oh, that looks so good. It looks so tasty. Even though it's like 8-bit pixels. I'm hungry, chat. I'm hungry. Also, cheers, Goo. I'm hungry. Present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham. Perfection. You shall indeed never again go hungry in the nights. I gained 50 XP. Nice, for making a ham sandwich. Dig it. You put everything in a cauldron, stir it for 4 minutes, and then you make a sandwich potion. Yep. It's making me hungry too, but then to be fair, it is dinner time. Almost. I have your medicine. Ha! That's some fine foraging, young whelp. Before you can get a word in, Gideon snatches the bottle, uncorks it, and drinks deeply. The old man, eyes closed in relief, lets out a deep sigh. May your sleep be dreamless, he speaks as if to himself. May your sleep be dreamless? Gideon smiles sadly, an old soldier's greeting. Something one mercenary would say to another as a prayer to not dwell on painful memories. The kind that comes with the work. Your father and I. Gideon halts momentarily and looks at you. Your father and I would always part with those words. Now, I've held you long enough. Be on your way. Journal. Oh, these are those ones. Oh, these are my quests right now. Gotcha. I found my father. Explore the hedge maze. That's what I gotta do. Isn't young implied if you call him a whelp? Yeah, but it's still heck, charmed, I'm sure. It's still, I don't know, it sounds even more condescending, I suppose, if you call somebody young whelp. This is not much of a hedge maze. Oh, this is the hedge maze. Oh, I thought that, okay. This is the hedge maze, apparently. You stand before the gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sounds and smells of the estate grounds, as they were long ago, call to you from a distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into the depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is it this time? It sounds wrong. Well, no, isn't whelp just... No, because whelp can be... doesn't necessarily mean that it's so young, right? Because it can be a boy or a young man. So if you put young in front of it, it's just making that person even younger. It does work. It's quite a common expression in used together, young and whelp. Whelp is a puppy or a young man. Conversational, like not conversationally, but as like secondary meaning. It can mean a puppy or a young boy / man. Yes. But basically what you're doing is you're just calling, yeah, it's exactly like that. It's like young lady. It's just even worse. You're calling a person basically just a tiny puppy instead of a puppy. It's like, young man, You gotta head out. Have a good one, Mzeus. No. Doubling adds to the conversation. Young whelp, you're Angie. But young whelp is the... You put that together as an address. That happens quite often. Yeah. That definitely... It's not just used to mean... Yeah. You can definitely use both of them together. That's quite a common combination. Sorry, Q, compared to disappoint you like that. Which daydream is it this time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Hi, Acelors, good to see ya. How are you? Also, Mzeus, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for hanging out. How's it going? Acelors, happy Friday. Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She is 10 years old, and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and seek, and go seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, star child. Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you, and before you can blink, she darts off into the maze. Give chase. You hear a man's voice yell an Embla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you to the center of the maze. So I guess Embla is the woman that was born of the woman who got assaulted in the night. And I guess makes sense. And we don't... Oh, well, actually, we don't know if the woman was assaulted or not. That's kind of assuming, I suppose. Might not be. We're back in 1990... Well, only aesthetically, Acelors. This is actually a modern game. The occasional misproofreading is breaking your brain. I don't actually know. This is a good question. Well, this is, first of all, a demo. So this is not yet complete, of course. I don't actually know where the studio is from. Norway. So not English speakers. So it might be just, you know, it might be misproofreading or, you know, native speaker writing in a not, you know, non-native speaker writing in English. I'm sure that's going to get fixed. So this is it's an indie game, obviously, duh. It is published, will be published by Raw Fury though. So I'm pretty sure the quality assurance will happen. And yeah, they probably like banged out the demo and put everything in, and then they didn't go back until later, like to fix stuff again, because oftentimes people don't do that. But I'm sure because it is heavily relying on text, right? I'm pretty certain that they'll go and do a final pass and fix it and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Just to mention that. You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean, the rock at its heart a windswept island. You found me, daydreamer. Remember the tone of her voice and can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water. It's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faint tang of ozone. She makes a slow motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond's surface. Where water and skin meet, strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get into trouble. Stop it! The pizza seems to be spicy. Ooh, what kind of pizza do you have there, Renem? Also, why are you not sharing the pizza with me? That's rude. Embla moves her fingers across the water's surface like a painter's brush. Colors spill across the pond, and for a sleeping moment, you fancy that you can see cloud-topped mountains. Or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city reaching towards the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout, along with the beguiling images. Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house immediately. That's my father. Something's wrong. It's mother. She's ill again. I think I cause it with what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until mother isn't mother? Or until father isn't lord? Or your father isn't master at arms? How long will any of it last? Why are you talking like this? Do you ever feel like everything's a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts it's thin enough to see through? Ember starts as your father steps heavily breathing, I assume is what they mean, into the enclosed garden. He's red-faced from exertion and anger. Tuna and jalapeno. Pass, but enjoy. Enjoy, I suppose. Pass from me. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole state is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now. Your father shoots you a stern glance. Hi, Solange. No, it's not. Good morning. It's good to see you. No, it's not. It just looks very similar and has like sort of the same vibes and aesthetics. But it is actually a turn-based RPG that's coming out later this year. And we're doing a sponsored stream for it. ! Skald if you want to know more. It's really good so far, actually. Lots of reading. So not ideal for streaming, but the vibe's really good and the art style's really good. With a K, Goo. With a K. S-K-A-L-D. But how are you doing today, Solantre? I hope you're doing well. Like in the title. There you go. You got it. No one saw that. I did. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you, back to the house. She doesn't meet your eye as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. Okay, is that it? There's nothing hidden in the maze, right? Doesn't look like there is. I definitely also went the short way around. Oh, this is the way. It's good for streaming the stream. Well, the problem is, thank you. First of all, I appreciate that. Thank you. I was talking about Solange earlier, yeah. But the problem is mostly that for a streamer, it's a lot of reading, which is really hard on the voice. If you do lots of reading like this, it gets really tiring for the voice. Even though I'm used to talking like 40 hours a week, reading out is still a different strain on the voice. There you are. If your nostalgia's appeased, the master will see you now. Yes, sure, let's go. Very well. If it pleases you, the master is in his office. Just go ahead. I remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face. She beckons for you to lead the way. The opulence is faded, the shadows longer. Clearly much has changed since the last time you were here. Try to remember how long it's been. Reading changes your natural cadence. You try to fit their speech, pressure, and accent. Yeah, it's a lot more work, yeah. And obviously you're also trying to, like, make it not boring, right? Talking about you? No, we were talking about cilantro, and then how I said I can't say cilantro anymore because of you, because my brain defaults to cilantro. It's like how people sometimes say cucumber instead of cucumber. Now that I hear, you know. Because obviously you're not trying to read it. It's been years, perhaps decades since you were here, not since your father was the house arms master. Right? That's not how you try to read. You try to make it engaging and that sort of stuff, which also is, yeah, hard work. Not since... You must have your wits about you, and perhaps now is not the time to dwell on painful memories. Not since your father's exile. You were no more than 12 when you were driven from the household. Hard were the years that followed. The mercenary life is bloody and unforgiving. Those years stole your childhood, and eventually they took your father too. But your father had always insisted to his dying breath that his failure had been his own and that he had gotten the fate he deserved. The memories are painful nonetheless. You're in a group chat with your boss and your front-end department supervisor, and one tried saying okie dokie, and it autograded to okie dokie. I love it. You just read deadpan and monotone. Well, this is my job, Rollit, so I have to be entertaining. Otherwise, I don't make any money. Flanking the doorway are 2 marble statues. The craftsmanship is stunning. It is of the highest craftsmanship. The stone is made of the stone is marble. The statue is of the highest craftsmanship. Anyways, the craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the 2 women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine them. One you recognize immediately, Valeria Baron, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a grey ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Baron, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's cowed timidness. How fares Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. We should hasten to the master. He's long been impatient to see you. What of Mistress Valeria? The mistress is vacationing in the countryside, Lyra answers curtly. Be on your way. I have a feeling we're not gonna get the quest to go get Embla back, because she's left and went to the Tentacle Island. Kato Baron sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember, and with a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across a formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half-lit, giving a morose cast to his opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It is a mercy to see you again, your own woman and in your prime, Kato says, before a frown consumes a smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love. But perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances. So you know that my father is dead. Kato leans forward, hands clasped beneath his chin. I shan't deny it. I was saddened to hear of his passing. Despite everything, I remember him fondly. You drove him to drink and mercenary work. He leans back again, his eyes go distant. He failed in his duties. For an arms master, there is no greater shame than a lapse of vigilance. He drove himself into exile. Lyra shifts slightly behind Kato. If he failed, then it was never possible to succeed. That may be so, but it is done. I regret his loyalty could not be rewarded. Sometimes the tapestry's weave is not so easy to discern. Kato's face is still mild, yet you sense his tone hardening. Tell me why I'm here. Embla is missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. I beg of you, help me find my daughter. Help her return home where she belongs. What happened to her? She left without a notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the outer isles. Idra. She went on her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Kato begins to glow. Since then, however, there's been reports. Grave ones. Reports? No one and no word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it even the Imperial augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me one way or another. Any idea why she left? Something has been building on her for years, an aptitude of sorts. But I suspect you already knew? In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she's looking for answers. But why Idra? Why indeed? There's little on the island save the port of Horin. If Idra was her destination, she must have landed there. Horin? Yes, an old imperial port and home to a few hundred whalers, traders, and the occasional smuggler. We can only speculate as to what drew her there, but it's our only lead. You mentioned her aptitude? An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from the canonical imperial praxis. Instead, it comes from elsewhere. It is the kind of the Empire does not suffer to exist. I hope it's only answers that she seeks. The ray tracing is amazing. I know, right? It's amazing. I actually really dig the art style though. I love pixel graphics. It's just, I don't know, I really like this. It's really cool. I see, what can I do? Hire mercenaries, travel there, and begin your search in the port of Horin. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost, bring me back my daughter. Mercenaries? Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I have summoned a Roland Grey-Eye to me, a crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task. Roland Grey-Eye? The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience and reliability more than make up for it. Hi, Anson, good to see ya. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. I'll take it into consideration. Kato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortitude materially. What? I don't know why I said that so weirdly. Materially and in honor. What say you? I accept for Embler's sake. Kato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Let's get on with it. Plot twist. Hardware requirements are 13th gen Intel Core and GeForce 3080 at minimum. Yep, definitely. Kato stands with poorly concealed effort, an FG. You stand and meet his gaze. Return her to me. There's no other outcome of this affair. You have my word. And leave. Chapter 1. That was the prologue, chat. Oh, we're in the water. We didn't die. We made it. We made it, chat. But we also made it to the end of the stream. But this game's really cool. I really like it. No, this is great. This is great. This was Skald.